precision, straight to the soul. Vinyl and venom, sweat in the sound. We don't play background, we tear it down.
Coming up next on Radio X, your ultimate rock destination.
Sportcat's Daily Gazette is about to hit your ears. Weird news, mad stories, and chaos served with a grin. From the outrageous to the downright ridiculous, Sportcat will cover it all, because normal is boring.
Stay tuned. Things are about to get interesting.
Radio X, the fire, the foundation. Fueling the dream with no hesitation. The volumes of vow, the airwaves, our nation. This is my station, my rock destination.
The boss jock has entered the building. You are listening to the Sportcat Show.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. You have the one, the only Sportcat. I am coming to you live from my mom's attic in East Tennessee. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for allowing us to tickle your ears. I want to encourage everybody to please come over and find us on YouTube and join the chat. Hit that thumbs up button. And hey, if you like us, give us a subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And then you can join the chat with people like Denise. Denise is here. Chris is here. I don't know who else is here. Oh, well, yeah, and there's Brenda.
Yeah, then there's me.
We keep her around for entertainment purposes.
Oh, crap.
How the hell are you, Brenda?
I'm all right. I will not be standing on my head today.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever seen you stand on your head, and I don't think
I used to. I used to.
I don't need to know about your sex things in your last life. So
no, that's slip and slides. Okay, get it right.
Well, I see our Twitch and Kick trollers are active today. They're in here.
Yeah, they are
trying to get me to click on their link to send them money and Bitcoin in to their
don't get on their Discords either.
Yeah, I don't even know how to get on Discord. So there you go.
Oh.
Well, I think I do. So, my guest last night was telling me, you need to come over and join my Discord server. And I'm like, I don't know how to.
Just put it in, and you have to attack. You got to be careful because you have a Discord, and I'm on it, but I'm on other Discord servers, and one of them has a bot that goes through and checks the Discords to make sure you're not on any nefarious sites.
You know me, I'm going to be on nefarious ones. So.
Yeah, well, then they'll kick me from the server if they find them.
Yeah, I don't even know how to find it.
I would be death by association with you.
You'll be guilty by association, and you are.
Yeah, whatever.
I want to find somebody in Georgia or wherever the hell it is they're from and spit some beech nut in their eye. Then punch them in the face and drag them down the street and beat them royally after that.
Oh, what?
Ginger is having I don't know if I followed up about her vet appointment, but it appears she has some trauma to her windpipe from a previous owner, from where they've either choked her, strangled her, or collar was too tight. And as she's getting older, it's getting harder for her to breathe, and she's having a bad day today. And it just really tears at my heart because there's nothing I can do.
Can't they fix that?
No. It's the cartilage around the windpipe at where our epiglottis would be is collapsing, and there's really nothing they can do.
No.
Yeah, so I want to find whoever had her before me and beat the absolute living shit out of them, because you don't do that to animals. So I'm having a rough day. we'll make it through. So we'll find something. One of the, found working in EMS, one of the best things you can do for people that have trouble breathing is a fan in your face. It may not actually improve the quality of the air or even the quantity, but it makes them rest easier. So she's got a fan on, but she's chosen to leave it now. So,
I got to get away from you.
Yeah. Well, it's probably too hot up here with the lights, and I got all the fans off. And
I got a nice package today.
Here it is. Here it is, the middle of winter, and it's in the 70s in East Tennessee. So
I got a nice package in the mail today.
From me?
No.
Oh,
Another show that I listened to, Paranormal Roundtable. They sent me a nice, comfy pink hoodie, and they sent me this cool book. I'm gonna read through it. It's called the Hidden Headlines of Texas, and it's yeared from like 1860 to 1910, and it's got like old articles in it that were way back in the day.
One of those for every state, or is it just your state?
I don't know. I don't even know where they sent it to me. I'll have to ask Josh and Nellie where they got it.
But, yeah, I'd like to know if there's one for Tennessee or maybe Georgia.
Yeah.
Well, all of my grandchildren are off playing with nuclear isotopes at Oak Ridge at the nuclear museum. So
they're gonna all come home glowing.
Yeah, they probably will. So, it's a funny story you say that. Every time I've been to Oak Ridge, I get a headache. I'm sure there's no correlation, but it's just weird. So, but some of the best you can get in East Tennessee comes from Oak Ridge. Big Ed's Pizza. I'm not getting paid to say that. So
maybe maybe you're sensitive.
I am sensitive. That's what all my girlfriends have told me as they've ripped out my heart and put it in a food processor. So,
then before they leave, they say, "You're just a dick."
Well, there is that. And then a couple of them we've checked into mental institutions. So,
right.
I think it was their fault, not mine. Hey, Sherry. How are you? We had a great show last night. Did you tune in to the whole episode by any chance?
I didn't catch the whole episode. I caught some of it, but I had your show going, and then I had Kayleigh's show going, and I mod for Kayleigh, so I was watching the chat and kind of listening to your show, and
I guess that's why I have Denise as my mod, since you refused to do it for me. So. See, there it is. It's finally come out, the truth.
I don't refuse to ever do anything. I can mod 2 channels. I just watch the chat.
Well, you did have a person asking you questions directly last night in the chat. They wanted to know more about you. So
I am slowly but surely getting my vision back in my right eye. I still got
just as sexy as I was before, Brenda.
Oh, well, I'm pretty sure I can see out of one eye even if I can't use the other.
Yeah,
don't give me no shit.
As long as you can hear. So there you go.
I can hear out of my ears today, kind of.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you get your little demon horns on there. So now the show last night was actually really good. I didn't, you'll have a guest request to do the whole 2 hours, and you just don't know if they can pull it off, because I've had that happen before, and like 40 minutes in, you're like, are we done here? But Scott, he carried the whole 2 hours, and he is so passionate about helping people, especially those with special needs, learn about disc golf that and it just showed. So it was a great show. We'll have him back. And my new sidekick, Jen, she's amazing. She asks all the right questions. She thinks of things I don't even ask, which is what I need from my co-host, because I'm pretty stupid. So, but yeah,
It's okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I have you. So
Shut up.
I still haven't figured it out. You're supposed to
You
be
can't get dressed in the morning without me. What the hell are you
you're
talking
supposed to
about?
be. You're supposed to be the yin to my yang.
Yeah, I'll yang you, all right.
Chris says you and JM did a great job last night. Well, thank you, Chris. We really tried. Where am I going? It was fun. It really was. And I encourage anybody, you too, Chris, anybody, go out and get a set of discs. They're cheap. You can get them at Play Again Sports. You can find them at Goodwill sometime. Even if you buy a new set, it's like $20 for a couple discs. Go out to the park, get out in the air, enjoy some enjoy some good, clean outdoor time, and have some fun. So, and get very frustrated because you keep losing your discs. So.
I can think of so many better things to do out in the sun than play disc golf.
Nah.
Yeah, I can.
It's a lot of fun. No. And if I can ever get KG and Chris in Tampa to see a baseball game, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go play disc golf over there.
No, you're not. You're going to go collect iguanas. Put them back in the tree.
No, I will have an iguana taco while I'm there.
No. Damn it. You're not supposed to eat the iguanas.
Curling can be in the Olympics, so should disc golf. So I still don't understand curling. I like to watch it because I love to hear them yell at each other in languages I don't understand. So, and speaking of the Olympics, there is a scandal that I haven't covered, and I still don't have an article about it. Penis gate.
What?
Penis gate. Yes, you heard penis gate.
In the Olympics?
So, yes, in the Olympics.
What in the Sam hell?
So apparently in the ski jump, the long jump or whatever they're called, you know, where they hurl down the mountain at 100 miles an hour and launch themselves into the snow.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently when they're getting fit for their uniform, their body is scanned naked and and the suit is made skin tight, which, you know, okay. But athletes have learned that if you inject hydrochloric acid into the pee hole of your penis, it will enlarge the size of your penis.
Who gives a shit? Your skin going downhill.
Well, that is correct. But if you have more surface area due to physics, you have more lift. So the theory is
if they don't, oh my God,
that the larger ski suit, because of the engorged penis, gives you additional lift too.
Okay, men have got to stop planning the Olympics. That is it. It's done.
It's true.
What in the hell?
I had to go look at the science of that last night, and I'm like, wait a minute. You mean I have missed out covering this story? So
there is something the matter. Penis lift in the Olympics and Bad Bunny in the NFL. What in the hell is going on?
Penis skate is
penis
that,
skate.
and apparently there's some STDs going through Olympic Village. So
well, you know, they ain't got nothing better to do than to sleep with each other. So what the hell? Don't they check them for that shit before they perform?
Well, it I don't think it's been covered under doping. So because they're usually looking for performance enhancement, you know, to like make you healthier, better cardiovascular, better, you know, whatever. But
you know, you're gonna turn me into one of those crazy people that protest shit. Like, no more Olympics, no more NFL, just because the penis gate and
no. You're gonna be looking at the ski suits to see if the size of their penis matches the size of their suit.
You know, I don't care. They could have two fucking heads with raging tongues coming out of their penises. I don't give a shit.
Oh, that's
Penis gate does not belong in the Olympics.
I agree, but it is amusing at the see. Now here's a fun fact. In disc golf, we don't do that. So
Oh, Jesus criminy. That's because when you do disc golf, it's for like old men that it's shriveled back up and they have innies now. And nobody gives a shit.
It is a collegiate sport. Colleges have disc golf teams, Brenda. Come on, this is collegiate. They have
disc golf in college.
Yeah. Brenda, where are you? In the South?
I don't know. Right now, I can't get my suction right, and every time I talk, my damn top teeth try to fall out.
I'm glad
you're over here talking about penis gate. I'm trying to
penis gate. You're drooling.
Shut up.
Oh,
what time is it?
Dear God. No, it is Thursday, February 12th at 2:17 on the East Coast. That's 14:17 for you military folks. For our friends in California, it's 11:17 in the morning.
Don't care about them.
Denver, it's 12:18. Anchorage, 10:18. Honolulu, well, you're 9:18. And Chris, it's 1:18 where you are. Our dear friends down in Australia, Perth, it's 3:18 in the morning tomorrow. Why the heck are you awake? But thank you for being awake. Sydney, well, it's your Friday, but you need to be up and going to work while you're listening to us. So there you go. I know now that everybody's going to be zooming in on the.
I can't. Oh my God, I cannot. I
sent Chris a photo yesterday that would have been the anti-penis gate.
I was gonna say you're sending penis gate pictures to Chris.
No, one of the was she a speed skater? She broke the internet because her suit was way too tight. I mean, should have cut off blood flow to certain parts of her body.
Oh God, help me.
Her legs went all the way up to her nose.
I'm so tired. You're too much.
Hey, if you don't enjoy the sport, at least make fun of the sport. So.
God, right now I'm trying to get my leg up on the bed. There we go. That's better. Oh,
yeah, and Chris says curling and ski gun shooting things confuse them too. Yeah, they ski for a few minutes, then they drop to their stomach and like fire off a couple rounds, get up and ski off, and I'm like, we don't have this sport in the South.
They ski and they blow shit up and they ski some more. What are they training them for?
See, if right there, if they would pull out of their backpack a grenade to see how far they could throw it, would be all in. I would be all in for this.
See if they can out ski it before it blows up. Yeah, damn, that would be a damn good Olympic sport.
You ski for 100 meters, you drop, you shoot something. You ski for another 100 meters, you pull a grenade out of the backpack and see if you can throw it the furthest. So
when are they gonna put like elk hunting or some shit like that in the Olympics? I mean, come on.
We got flag football in the Summer Olympics in 2028 coming up. So, but no disc. Yeah, Chris, it was descriptive to say the least. So if you go outside and look up, well, the moon, I was about to say the sun is at 22%. The moon is at a waning crescent, which means it's a tiny sliver, and that little tiny sliver will be getting smaller and smaller over the next couple days because we're headed to the worm moon. So coming soon to a sky near you, the worm moon. So
they couldn't call it the snake moon, they had to call it the worm moon.
That's right.
Apparently that guy works for the Olympics.
Probably. I don't know. I thought I had I guess I don't. I guess I deleted the one. I don't. Well, well, the sun is running behind, so
14 minutes, almost 15
Mhm.
minutes behind, son.
Let's see. We're not smart enough for any of these. Let's what do we
Damn
want to do?
right.
Let's do no, not that one yet. Let's pick one of these. What shall we pick today? We've picked television recently. We've picked music, not very well, but we've picked it. What was there anything new on this one? Salsa, yes or no? Hobby salsa is a traditional Mexican sauce made from tomatoes and chili. Oh, is they asking what's in it? No, we're not going to do that because I'll screw that up. I'm not a chef. Is it a chef that makes salsa? I don't know. So, elementary cat creations. What?
What?
Elementary cat creations. Chemical elements that make up mammals. Oh no, that's talking about elements. You're not smart enough for that one. So, well,
Not today.
what do we want to try? Let's see. Is something new on here? Was there anything new?
I don't know. How often do they update these things?
Well, the thing is, this one's a rolling one. But this one, like if we go to comics, I don't think it's multiple guests. Well, let's see. This one's comics from yesteryear. Let's take a look at it. Is it multiple guests? Yeah, it's multiple guests. So we should be able to figure this out. Now, maybe have we had this one?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, we'll try it. So the photo on the left is the hint, and then the clue, or maybe it's the clue. The hint is the text. 1950, Mort Walker first published a strip with bumbling, inept soldiers of various ranks stationed at the fictional camp Swampy. The title character is a lazy, unmotivated private whose eyes always are hidden underneath whatever hat, cap, or helmet he happens to be wearing. Other characters include Killer, Zero, Plato, Cookie, Sergeant Snorkel, Lieutenant Fuzz, Lieutenant Flap, Captain Scabbard, General Half-Track, and Miss Buxley. Do you recognize this strip? And the hint is a bug on the left, and the answers are Doodlebug, Private Beetle, Bugsy Bungler, or Beetle Bailey.
Private Beetle.
Private
Even
Beetle?
Denise says Private Beetle.
No, it's
Or
not
Private Bailey, whatever his name
it's
is.
Beetle Bailey.
Beetle. Okay. God, I'm dyslexic today. I'm tired. I told you I was tired.
The hint on the left is a
Tennis shoe.
I guess it's a tennis shoe. Yeah. Jeff McNally began publishing his strip in September of 1977, lightheartedly ridiculing various social and political practices and customs. It revolved around the newspaper man who worked at the Treetops Tattler Tribune. I could use that for my show, as well as some of their acquaintances and family members outside the newspaper. Of course, all the characters were anthropomorphized, did I say that right? Birds of various species, such as Professor Cosmo, Fishhawk, an osprey, Skylar, a skylark, and Wiz, a merlin. The editor of the paper and title character was a cigar-smoking Purple Martin. What is the name of this strip? Shoe, Lacewing, Sneaker, or Blackfoot?
Sneaker.
I don't think.
What are they?
Shoe? Was it shoe? I want to say it was shoe, but I don't. Let's see if the chat catches up. I'm not.
Yeah, but that's a sneaker.
Well, but it's just a hint. So Chris says the girl in the picture you sent yesterday could be named Lieutenant Flap.
Chris.
Oh my God! Yes, he could have. She would have been the camp nurse. I think it's Shoe. Nobody in the chat is catching up, but I think it's Shoe.
All right, go ahead.
We'll hit Shoe. I think we can come back like if we want. So if the chat catches up. So the picture on the left is a thing of peanuts. Arguably the most influential of all American comic strips, the strip began in October of 1950 and ended in February of 2000 when its creator, artist, and writer died. Uniquely focusing on both the simple and complex lives of children, as well as a dog or two, the strip never showed an adult character. What was the name of this strip, which was originally titled Little Lee L. Folks? Never heard of that one. Lee L. Nuts, Peanuts, Mixed Nuts, or Goobers? Peanuts it is for the win, I think. All right. Brant Parker and Johnny Hart started a comic strip in 1964 that lampooned human civilization through the lives of extremely short, despotic king, his cowardly head knight, Sir Rodney, and the chicken-hearted and his sarcastic hen-pecked chief magician who reside in a mythical kingdom during some time in the Middle Ages. Do you remember the name of this strip? The Wizard of Id, Mandrake the Magician, Hagar the Horrible, or a Blue Spell?
Oh my God.
I want to say Wizard of Id. I think Hagar the Heart, but I'm not sure. I can see Hagar.
Denise said Hagar the Horrible.
Hagar the Horrible, but I want to say the Wizard of Id or ID. Which man, Chris, any clue? Oh, man, what do you think, Denise? I'm sorry, Brenda.
I'll go with Denise. We'll say the Hagar the Horrible.
We'll go with Hagar the Horrible, huh? I'm not sure on that one. Anthony began his life in 1928 in the pulp magazine Amazing Stories and later appeared in a comic strip in 1929 with a new nickname. In the beginning, he is an ex-soldier who, after the Great War ends, begins work as a mine surveyor. After exposure to underground radioactive gas, he becomes comatose for 500 years, and after waking, rescues Wilma Deering. What is the name of this strip with which greatly popularized the idea of space exploration?
Projectile penis for the win.
And the hint on the left looks like a large buck or a deer. And the answers are Deering and Jones Earth 2419, Buck Rogers in the 25th century AD, Flight Deck Red Heart 17, and Flash Gordon. Well, see, I don't think Buck was ever comatose, so I don't think it's him, which leads me to wonder, was Flash Gordon ever comatose? And I don't remember any other main supporting characters, but the hint is a deer, so that leads me
Buck
to
Rogers.
Was that? I mean, it could be. I don't remember him ever being. I just thought he was a guy. So, is that who you think it is? Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah. Why not? The buck is the clue.
Right.
So
we'll go with Buck.
we'll buck it. Buck it if it's wrong. Buck it.
All right. This comic strip began November 24th, 1918, and in 2016, it was the second longest running American strip after Katzenjammer Kids. Frank King created the strip And the central cast of characters who revolved mainly around the lives of Walt and Phyllis Wallet in Skeezix, who was left on the Wallet's doorstep on Valentine's Day 1921. What is the name of this strip that was groundbreaking in its presentation of real-time characters who aged and eventually died during the course of the strip? And the hint on the left is that a gas pump? A classic, it had the pump with the two clear.
Looks like it. Yeah, it looks like it. That's what
I think it is. So the clue or the possible answers: Walt's Garage, Red Ryder, Gasoline Alley, Red Inn Rover.
Gasoline Alley.
I want to say it was Gasoline Alley, but I'm not sure. All right.
So I remember hearing that somewhere.
All right. We'll go with Gasoline Alley. I'm not 100% sure. So the picture on the left is a peach, and the pit is in the center. And the clue is, or the question, what American comic strip written and drawn by Mel Lazarus and published from 1957 to 2002 was named for its central character, a kind-hearted teacher who was loved by her students, which included Marcia, Ira, Francine, Arthur, Freddie, and Lester, among others? Is it Miss Peach, Only Half Fruit, Miss Pitt, Miss Pizza, or Peaches? Any suggestions there? Chris says this quiz is difficult. Yeah, it isn't as easy as I thought. So. But it's okay. It's what makes it fun. Maybe this will encourage our listening audience to come over and help us out because we're like stupid. So
I think it's Miss Pitts.
Okay. All right. I can go with that because I'm not sure. So, all right. What is this on the left? Is that that's a pogo stick. The Okefenokee Swamp, straddling the border between Georgia and Florida, is the setting for this Walt Kelly comic strip that ran from 1948 to 1975. What is the name of this cartoon with a possum for its main character? I didn't. Bobby Dizzle. Hilo.
Bobby Dizzle.
Jumpstart or Ziggy.
Ziggy.
I don't think it was Ziggy. I think it was Pogo, but I don't remember.
Okay, wait. What were they all again? Probably Pogo. We'll go with Pogo.
Hilo, Pogo, Jumpstart, or Ziggy.
Go with Pogo.
I don't remember a possum though. Now I must find the possum for Bobby Dizzle. He lives rent free in our heads.
That's right.
The picture on the left is a red fox. The hint is Roger, Andy, Peter, Paige, Jason, and a pet iguana named Quincy are a suburban family created by Bill Amend. What is the name of this comic book strip that focuses primarily on Jason, a 10-year-old boy genius who is easily frustrated by such things as having nothing to do after finishing the entire school year homework in 1 week, or getting only 72 correct answers out of the 20 questions on a test? Wait a minute. 22 correct answers out of a 20. I don't know where that came from. On the fence, Foxtrot, Reds Run, or Meet the Foxes? Whew.
Well, shit.
I got no clue on this one. I don't remember this
Denise
one.
Denise says Red Run.
Reds
Maybe?
Run. Okay, we can go with that. We could always go back, I think, and change our answers. All right. Last
It ain't gonna get any better than that. We ain't going back change shit.
Created by Ed Dodd, this strip focuses on the adventure of a wildlife photographer and the writer for this fictional Woods and Wildlife magazine. What is the name of this comic strip that began in 1946 and is a staunch advocate of environmental and ecological causes? The picture on the left looks like a I don't know, like an old rundown picket fence on the right with a sidewalk going in the middle. And the hint is, the answers are Off the Beaten Path, Mark Trail, the Pathfinder, or Johnny Trailblazer. I want to say this one's Mark Trail, isn't it?
You got me. That was before my time.
Okay, we'll say Mark Trail.
And Denise says, I think it's Johnny
Trailblazer. Okay, I'll change it to Johnny Trailblazer. All right, we're in. We're locked in. And number one, which was Beetle Bailey. So in 2016, at the age of 92, Mort was still producing his strip with the aid of his sons and other assistants. So Beetle Bailey is one of the longest running strips. I wonder if he's still going. So, at one point in the 50s, the strip was dropped from Stars and Stripes Tokyo edition because it was thought by some to be encouraging insubordination. This marks the only time in the strip's history that the United States Army had any problem with Walker's Beetle Bailey. Okay. Number two, we got correct as Shoe. Jeff McNally wrote and drew Shoe from 1977 to 2000 when he died. It was continued at that point by Chris Cassatt, Gary Brookins, and Susie McNally, his wife. The title character, P. Martin Shoe Shoemaker, was based on Jim Shoemaker, who McNally worked with at Chapel Hill Weekly in North Carolina. Huh, okay.
That's a sneaker.
Well, whatever. One of the characters who appeared with regularity was Senator Baston D. Belfry. Note the pun on bats in the belfry.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. Let's see here. Number three, we answered Peanuts. Charles Schulz launched Little Folks, I don't know, in 1950, but changed the name to Peanuts to avoid confusion between it and the other strip, Little Abner and Little Folks. Schulz, however, despised the name Peanuts as he felt the name was extraordinary, silly, and meaningless, as well as demeaning to his characters in the humor that he was creating. Thus, all of the books and television specials he published had other titles with the names of Charlie Brown or Snoopy mentioned, and the Sunday strip was eventually called Peanuts, featuring good old Charlie Brown. All right. And we got this one wrong. I was right. Ha! I'm vindicated. The title Wizard of Id, or ID, is a deliberate combination of the Wizard of Oz and the Freudian term for the primal part of the human mind, the id. Okay. Each of the cartoonists who created the Wizard of Id was responsible for separate titles. Johnny Hart was already well known for his comic strip BC before the creation of the Wizard of Iz. Brant Parker would later help create Goosemeyer and Croc. Johnny Hart also sparked controversy in his later years as he began to incorporate his understanding of Christianity into the themes and messages of his work. Okay. Some of his extremes views included the beliefs that those who did not know Christ would literally burn in the fires of hell, and that homosexuality was a satanic practice. Okay. Well, we chose Hagar the Horrible, but it was Wizard of Id. All right. So you were right. Buck Rogers. Philip Francis Nolan created Anthony Rogers for his novella Armageddon 2419 AD, which he published in Amazing Stories in 1928. After he got the idea to adapt the story to a serial in 1929, Anthony was given the new nickname of Buck, which supposedly was the idea of John F. Dilley, president of the National Newspaper Syndicate, who partnered with Nowlan to come up with the idea for a daily comic strip. Okay. And it also inspired several other strips: Flash Gordon, Brick Bradford, and John Carter of Mars. So it went on and spawned a radio serial, a movie serial, and 2 separate television series. So, interesting. All right. Yeah, so you all got that one right. I would have had that one wrong. Let's see. Gasoline Alley began in the Chicago Tribune. Chris, you should have done this one. Hold on a minute. Which one was number 2? Scroll past number 2 so we could just pretend we got them all right.
Yeah, he's don't go past number 2 is what he says. Just pretend we got them all right.
Where the hell were we? I forgot.
Right
We did
there.
Wizard of Wood. We did Buck Rogers. Gasoline Alley. But Chris, you should have known this. It began in the Chicago Tribune on its black and white Sunday page before it was picked up by the New York Daily News and become a daily strip. When it was only a Sunday strip, the primary focus was a weekly discussion about automobiles by Walt Wallet and his neighbors, Avery, Bill, and Doc. Avery was especially worthy of notice because after everyone had begun using cars with starters, he stubbornly held on to his car that used a crank. Fittingly, Avery was quite a crank himself. Frank King was the creator of the strip and the first writer and artist. He worked on the strip from 1918 to 1959. So the strip inspired 2 films, Gasoline Alley and The Corky of Gasoline Alley, both released in 1951. Okay.
Look, we did good. Look, we passed them all. There you go, guys. This was so hard. Show is over. Everybody have a good day.
Miss Peach. You got this one wrong, Brenda. Mel Lazarus was inspired to create Miss Peach because of a contest launched by United Features Syndicate, which was searching for new comic strips. Lazarus examined several different strips being published around the country and could find nothing that revolved around children attending school. He didn't win the contest, but he did catch the attention of the publishers of the New York Herald. For 45 years, Miss Peach was published in the dailies and were usually only one lengthy panel. So, interestingly, the strip was pulled from publication in 1963 because one of the students was fantasizing about saving the United States president, and Kennedy had been assassinated only a week before. Lazarus had written and drawn this strip weeks ahead of time. During the 90s, Lazarus changed the name to Miss Peach to create a more politically correct feel. So he ended it in August of 2002 because of failing health. So his other strip was Mama. I know you remember that one.
No.
Pogo.
Really?
We got that one correct. Chris says, I like the Sun Times better than the Tribune. Walker Crawford Kelly Jr. began his as an animator for Walt Disney's Donald Duck, as well as Entertainment's Pinocchio, Fantasia, Dumbo, and Reluctant Dragon. And Walt Kelly, they started drawing Pogo the Possum and Albert the Alligator in 1941 for Dell's Animal Comics. So, all right. So,
Pogo was a possum.
All right, we got this one wrong. You chose Red's Run, but it was Foxtrot. Bill Amen's Foxtrot was launched in April of 1988 as a daily. However, on December 31st, 2006, he began running Foxtrot as a Sunday only. Amend is an Eagle Scout and holds a degree in physics from Amherst College. Foxtrot is known for the social commentary, its frequent references to fan and pop culture, as well as contemporary fads. Okay. And then we got the last one wrong, too, because I told you it was Mark Trail. Ed Dodge. Y'all should listen to me more. So this would be a much better show if I ran it.
We listened to you. You came up with this damn topic.
Hey, we just went with comic books, okay? I'll let you pick it from here on out. So there you go. It was Mark Trail. Yeah, well, you suck at this anyhow. So there you go. All right, well, I'll give you this one, Brenda. So can you figure out this phrase? Sherry says that was not easy. I didn't play. Can you figure out this phrase, Brenda? Wagon with a line over it. Wagon with a line over it. And mathematically, doesn't that mean something when there's a line over it? Half wagon? Is that what that means? What does the line mean?
I would say wagon trail, but okay. Let's see. Wagon line, wagon tail, wagon trail, wagon.
Okay. Brenda's brain is taxed from having to think about comics. So we Denise says we should just looked at the pictures. Band wagon. I don't get it.
What?
Band wagon. Covered wagon or band wagon. I don't get it. I don't get it.
What's this guy's name?
I don't know. I'm giving it.
We'll have to look him up.
Cyber
harassing.
It's hard to. Bill Murray, it's hard to win an argument with a smart person. It's damn near impossible to win an argument with a stupid person. I say this every day when I talk to you, Brenda. So on this day, February 12th, 1999, President Clinton, U.S. President Bill Clinton, is acquitted of charges of perjury, obstruction of justice, and malfeasance in office in connection with Monica scandal in the Paula Jones lawsuit. So,
oh Jesus!
I hold no ill feelings to him. I've seen his wife. The Scream is stolen February 12th, 1994. Edward Munch famous painting, The Scream, is stolen from Oslo's National Art Museum. Thieves stole the painting by using a ladder to enter a window where the painting was stored. Then they cut out the painting from the wall. It took less than a minute and was recorded by security cameras. The following May, 2 men were arrested while trying to collect $414,000 ransom for the painting, and the painting was returned. But
I bet they got away on scooters.
To add to the confusion, a week after the theft, Reverend Bor Knudsen, leader of the Norwegian anti-abortion movement, had announced that the painting would be returned if Norwegian television would broadcast the anti-abortion film The Silent Scream. However, Knudsen was not involved in the theft. So what's the deal? Apparently it's easy to break into art museums and steal shit over there.
I guess so. Just crawl through windows. Get away on scooters. They'll never find you.
You drive up in a scaffold. You go to the window and you depart on scooters and you're never heard from again.
I'd like to know how, if they drove the scaffold truck there, how the hell did they get the scooters there?
Oh, well, there was probably a gang of scooter riders. No. February 12th, 1963, construction on the Gateway Arch begins. 630 feet tall, it's a monument in St. Louis, Missouri, built in the form of a weighted centenary, am I pronouncing that wrong? Centenary arch. It's the world's tallest arch. Was completed in 1965 at a cost of $13 million. Have you ever been in it, Brenda?
No.
That's on my bucket list, so I want to go there. So I might do that this summer. I don't know. The Blinding of Isaac Woodward While traveling home after being honorably discharged from the U.S. Army, African-American Isaac Woodward, still in uniform, is attacked and beaten by several South Carolina police officers over a dispute with a bus driver over the use of a restroom. He was then arrested and further beaten by the chief of the police for reportedly answering yes instead of yes, sir. The attack left Woodard completely and permanently blind, suffering partial amnesia. He was fined $50 and denied medical treatment for 2 days. When South Carolina wouldn't pursue the case, U.S. President Harry S. Truman ordered federal investigators. The sheriff was acquitted by an all-white guilty in a federal court in South Carolina. The incident was the subject of Woody Guthrie's song, "The Blinding of Isaac Woodard." It's horrible. It's horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible. God, I'm so glad our times have changed. First televised sporting event. This day in 1931, Japan makes their first television broadcast of a Japanese baseball game played in Tokyo. It was broadcast on a mechanical TV system. How the hell did that work? Could you crank it or something?
When you said mechanical, I was going to say, what was it, a mechanical bull?
Yeah, I don't know how that would work. So.
Oh, look, it's the old TV where you play with the antennas and you slap the side of it.
That's right. It comes in. It works much better when you slap the side.
Yes.
This day in 1931, Dracula, starring Bela Lugosi, opens in theaters. It was based on the 1924 stage play Dracula. Was adopted from the 1897 novel Dracula by Bram Stoker. This is the first sound film version of the classic character. So, okay. That's still a quite popular movie. So, Chris says, who fines someone's $50 after you beat the shit out of them and someone blinds them? Exactly.
Yeah.
And then they let him go. They acquitted him. This day in 1924, Rhapsody in Blue. George Gershwin's Rhapsody in Blue is performed publicly for the first time. It premiered in a concert titled An Experiment in Modern Music at Eloyan Hall in New York City, with Gershwin playing the piano. The piece combines classical music with jazz. This day in 1964, the first Beatles concert in the U.S. Beatles performed their first concert at Carnegie Hall in New York. Brenda, did you pass out when you were at that concert?
I wasn't there.
Okay. Life is Worth Living. This day in 1952, the TV series Life is Worth Living debuts, hosted by Bishop, later Archbishop Fulton J. Sheen. It was one of the most successful religious TV shows of all times, and is believed to have been the most widely viewed religious series in the history of television. It ran until 1957, followed by the similar series, also featuring Sheen from 58 to 61, and 61 and 68. Sheen had hosted the radio program on the radio program The Catholic Hour from 1928 to 1952. And see, they could take his picture. He didn't even have to have a drawing. So
yeah.
This day in 1931, Vatican Radio began broadcasting with the call sign HVJ. The political message Omni Creatura of Pope Pilate plus the ninth. I don't know. The station was set up by Radio Pioneer. Okay. This day in 1909, the NAACP, the National Center for the Advancement of Colored People, is founded. First around the world automobile race from New York to Paris via Alaska, Siberia, and Russia. Well, heck, that should be an Olympic sport right there. 1853. Illinois enacts a law requiring all Negroes who enter the state and stay for 10 days to be fined $50 or sold into slavery until the fine was resolved. Wow.
Oh,
now look at them. They don't want anybody to leave Illinois. My what day shady past you have in Illinois.
wow.
Creek Indians cede their land this day in 1825. Creek Indians cede all their land in Georgia and Alabama to the U.S. for some land between Arkansas and Canadian rivers. The Indians, unhappy with the treaty, killed the chief who signed it and negotiated a new treaty. See, the world would be a better place if we could still do
I don't agree with that. Just kill him.
That's right.
What?
Fugitive Slave Act of 1793 is enacted by U.S. Congress, allowing slave owners to recover runaway slaves. This day in 1733, Georgia, General James Oglethorpe lands at present-day Savannah, naming the new colony Georgia in honor of King George II. Santiago, Chile, this day in 1541, the city of Santiago is founded by Spanish conqueror Pedro de Valdivia. Birthdays today. Bill Russell, American American Basketball Hall of Famer. He played as a center for the Celtics in the NBA from 56 to 69. Won 11 championships during his 13-year career and was a 5-time MVP. Wow. And a 12-time All-Star. So he's considered to be one of the greatest of all time. I don't ever recall seeing any highlight reels from him. Lauren Green, born this day in 1915. He was a Canadian actor in Bonanza, and he was well known in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. He was a co-host with Betty White. What are you doing, Brenda? You're getting me a copy.
What? Oh, my phone must be going off. Sorry.
Omar Bradley, born this day in 1893, American World War II hero, the last U.S. 5-star general. He commanded the 12th Army, the largest U.S. force ever commanded by a single person. Served 69 years on active duty, the longest ever served by a U.S. soldier. So Chris says Oglethorpe was probably known for being a huge brown noser, naming Georgia after the king. Yeah, probably. President's daughter, Princess Alice, born this day in 1884. American socialite. She was the daughter of U.S. President Theodore Teddy Roosevelt, known for her unconventional lifestyle. She smoked cigarettes in public, rode in cars with men, stayed out late partying. She kept a pet snake named Emily Spinach in the White House, was seen placing bets with bookies, and frequently interrupted Oval Office meetings to offer political advice. Her father, President Roosevelt, once commented, "I can either run the country or can attend to Alice, but I cannot possibly do both." She became known as Princess Alice for her numerous affairs. Her early child was the result of an affair with Senator William Borah. Quote, "If you can't say something good about someone, sit right here by me."
Oh my God, that sounds like something you would say.
Joseph Howard, born this day in 1878, American songwriter, musician. Hello, my baby. I don't remember that. Oh, it was Ragtime. Okay. All right. Yes. I know Ragtime. Charles Darwin, born this day in 1809, English evolutionist, author on the origin of species by means of natural selection. I studied all about him in biology. Born this day in 1809, American politician, 16th U.S. President Abraham Lincoln. He was assassinated by John Wilkes Booth, making Vice President Andrew Johnson president. He was the first actual person to have their portrait on a U.S. coin, 1909 penny, and is the only U.S. president to hold a patent Well, apparently he's never met Trump. Trump's going to have a coin and patent something. It's probably golden.
Couple of ballrooms, a shack out in the woods. Who the hell knows? A country.
This day in 1791, Peter Cooper was born. He was an American inventor. He built the first steam locomotive, the Tom Thumb, in 1830. Wow. He celebrated the horse versus machine race of 1830. Even though he lost due to mechanical difficulties, he proved the value of steam power. So there you go. Up till then, railroad cars have been pulled by horses and mules. I didn't know that. Yeah. He also invented the washing machine, which was powered by the tides. Maybe that's why they call it tide. So, hello, Arsenio Hall, born this day in 1956, a late night TV host in films Coming to America, the Arsenio Hall. Joanne Kearns, born this day in 1953, an actress, TV's Growing Pains. Maud Adams, born this day in 1945, Swedish actress, the Man with the Golden Gun in Octopussy. Ray Manzarek, born this day in 1939, American keyboardist with the Doors. He was the keyboardist in Light My Fire and LA Woman. That's some great music there. Joe Don Baker, American actor for Walking Tall. He played the sheriff, Buford Pusser. So, Buford. Joe Gargiola Sr., American baseball player and sportscaster, born this day in 1926. Charles Van Doren, an American game show contestant. He became involved in the quiz show scandal of the 50s and testified before Congress that he was given the answers for the show 21. The producers of the show provided him answers so that he could beat the reigning champion. Herb, isn't it always a herb? In order to boost the ratings that were dropping.
Or Cletus, one of the two.
So let me get this straight. You have to back then they had so little to do they'd summon you to Congress. So
Wait, what?
Back then he testified in front of Congress about game shows.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Alan Dugan, American Pulitzer Prize winner and poet, born in 1923. Forrest Tucker, born in 1919. He was an actor for F Troop, Sergeant O'Rourke. Harry Belabar, he was an American actor from Naked City in Another World. Ted Mack, born in 1904. He was an American MC in the original Amateur Hour. Define boxing rules. John Graham Chambers, born this day in 1843, a British sportsman. He made the Queensberry boxing rules, which established the use of gloves, the 10 count, and the 3-minute rounds. Okay. Charles Cheney, born in 1836, an American religious leader, founder of the Reformed Episcopal Church. So there you go. All right, let's we got to hurry through this because we got a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, there's too much going on this day everywhere else.
Yeah, we're going with that. So what is today? Well, it's Darwin Day, Fat Thursday, Feast of St. Vartan Day, Georgia Day. Georgia gets a day. Giving Hearts Day, Hug Day. Brenda, give me a hug. International Day Against the Use of Child Soldiers, NAACP Day. National Freedom to Marry Day. All right. National Lost Penny Day, Plum Pudding Day, Oglethorpe Day, Pakazi Day. It looks like it's a pastry of some kind. Red Hand Day, Safety Pup Day, and Union Day. So there you go. All right, let's get into some news here because we don't have a lot.
Did you play the disclaimer?
I think I did. Did I not? Why? Am I going to need it for you today, Brenda?
Maybe.
The views, opinions, and satirical content expressed on Sportcat's Daily Gazette are those of the host, Glenn Sportcat Jackson, and do not reflect the views of any affiliated networks, sponsors, or platforms hosting the show.
That's right.
This show is intended for entertainment purposes only.
We're fun.
Please note, satire and humor All commentary, especially on news, sports, and entertainment, is presented in a satirical manner.
There you go.
Statements made on this show should not be taken as factual reporting or professional advice.
Okay, so
we might hurt somebody's feelings.
This is from the AP. Breaking news today. Trump's EPA revokes scientific findings that underpinned the U.S. fight against climate change. Okay. Trump returns to false windmill claims. He's always making those. Trump says he wasn't aware of Lutnick's trip to Epstein Island. And Trump says that Iran should come to an agreement with us very quickly. And he's got bombs over there. Let's see. At the Board of Peace meeting, remember he's formed the Board of Peace. You got to give like $1 gazillion and do a secret handshake. He expects that they're going to fund and give him troops at the Board of Peace. All right.
Okay.
Trump says Israel president disgraceful for not pardoning Netanyahu. Okay. Trump says Israel president disgraceful for not pardoning. I thought Netanyahu was the president.
So did I. What happened?
I guess, hold on, let me read the story because I don't understand it. Trump says Israel's president disgraceful for not pardoning Netanyahu. Asked by a reporter if Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu bears any responsibility for the 2023 Hamas attack on Israel that plunged his country into war, he pivoted to criticism of the Israel president, Isaac Herzog. Netanyahu had asked Herzog to grant him a pardon from corruption, which the president's office called an extraordinary request. So Netanyahu's not in charge? I'm learning something.
Apparently not.
I thought he was. Okay. All right.
Maybe he just wants to be.
See, there you go. I'm not a political scientist. So there you go. Judge has temporarily blocked Pentagon from publishing Senator Mark Kelly for calls to resist unlawful orders. Yeah, okay. Netanyahu says he's skeptical of an Iran breakthrough. Well, hell, if he's not in charge, why is he?
Why is he even traveling? Why is he coming here? Why is he going there? What? Tell him to go home. Obviously, the nursing home is looking for him.
Governor Tim Walz, Minnesota, urged residents to stay vigilant as the immigration officers prepare to leave. So stay vigilant, everyone.
Yeah. It might steal your outside plants or your wind chimes.
At 11:41, the video of the Pretty killing, I guess that's the officer-involved shooting, slow motion analysis by Rand Paul showed a video of the death of Alex Petty during a hearing on the Minnesota immigration enforcement operation. Paul, along with ranking members Gary Peter of Michigan, frequently stopped the video to ask questions. At one point, he stopped the video and said he didn't see any resistance. Scott argued that he was not complying. He's not following any guidance. He's fighting back nonstop. So, all right. I'm telling you that when the final thing comes out, there's going to be an, unintended discharge. So, all right, let's move on from here. And
don't take a gun to a protest. Duh.
Trump administration live updates says Iran faces very traumatic moment if no deal over the next month. We're going to blow shit up. So he said he didn't know about Lutnick going to Epstein Island. I don't see any way around it. We're going to have to fire the Commerce Secretary. So I don't see any way around that one. Even if Trump says, "Oh, he's his BFF," he's got to go. So, let's see. Yeah, we've pretty much covered all this. Zeldin says he's trying to end the Obama switch that makes cars turn off at lights. What? EPA Administrator Lee Administrator Lee Zeldin said Thursday the Trump administration is seeking to convince car manufacturers to discontinue the feature that turns off vehicles idling at stoplights. It's called the Obama speech. Well, I don't know. This is apparently a
there are cars that do that.
Yeah,
I've sat at a stoplight and when it turns green, I hear the cars next to us start their vehicle. At first, I thought, well, the damn thing must have died, but it's a brand new damn vehicle. What are they doing?
Yeah, apparently it's a thing. But I don't know. Doesn't it? I was always told that it uses more gas to turn it on and off.
Yeah.
Maybe don't ask me for advice on vehicles.
Well, that's what I was always told.
And man, this whole thing with Bondi yesterday, some people say she did great, others say she did bad. The whole damn thing was nothing but theater for both sides. It really was.
Yeah,
and
I know.
They tried to make her a whipping boy, and she fought back, so they're making her look bad. But then again, she towed the line for the president. I mean, but what do you expect? That's her job. That's what she's supposed to do. So it was just nothing but theater is all it was. It was just absolute theater. Jasmine Crockett got up and stormed out. I think one of the legislators got up and left because of something she said. It made a big sign of, show me the door, I'm leaving. Come on,
don't let it hit you in the ass.
It was just theatrics because they're all freaking guilty. They're all guilty, all of them. And I even hang my hat on the fact that Trump is somewhat guilty in this, that he's not having her prosecute people. He's still covering for these rich pedophiles. So I don't know. That's just my opinion. So let's see. This is the Savannah Guthrie update. And you talked about this. They set up a tent outside the house. And now they're caravanning trails, like walking trails, game trails, looking for evidence. And supposedly they have recovered several things, including one of the black gloves. So there may be sweat or DNA in it. So that might be good. The sheriff's department is getting videos from the neighbors' cameras and their rings. So maybe they'll get something there.
This has been how many days now?
3 weeks. So it's been a bit.
So they're just now getting to the neighbors' ring cams, and
I agree.
If it's anything like mine, after so long, it goes over. So that should have been one of the first things they should have done.
I agree. So
they're slacking.
Yeah. This was breaking news as we come on, going against the president and Speaker Mike Johnson. The House voted to end all Canadian tariffs. So the House overrode the president 219 to 211 to rescind tariffs on Canada, with 6 Republicans joining and all but 1 Democrat to pass the resolution. So I guess they control the purse strings, but the president writes the policy, or is it the other way around?
Shit, if I know anymore.
I don't know. So, but
they do what they want. That's their motto. We do what we want.
Yeah. So they said that terrorists will seriously suffer the consequences come election time, and that includes primaries. So it's a rebuke of the president, his signature economic policy. So, and it was a rare instance of GOP defection. So, Trump still maintains a strong grip over the party, according to CNN, but it's slipping a little bit. So, yeah, I'd have to do a little more homework. This was just breaking literally when you and I were coming on, so I haven't had a lot of time to dig into this. I don't know if that is one of the things where the president is like supposed to do it, or it's one of those things that he has to do, because there's 2 different things, and then there's the Trump rule. So Across the United States today, people are protesting the retailer Target because of their relationship with ICE. Now, let's be clear. The relationship is they allow them to take a pee, dump, and buy snacks and goodies in their store. In other words, they were open to the public. So, people are protesting them because they let them pee in their toilets.
Do any of these protesters have actual jobs other than getting paid to protest? Because they're never at work.
There's a reason they're called public restrooms because they're for the public. There's a reason the doors are open and they have goods on the shelf so that they can sell them to the public.
Yep.
Minnesota, Boston, Chicago, Honolulu, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Raleigh, San Diego, Seattle, and other cities are doing protests today. I'll have to look and see if the ones here in East Tennessee are. So I highly doubt it. I really doubt it. They let them use the bathroom, for Christ's sake. It's not like they made them their shoes or anything.
Money.
And they bought their pop and their chips there because the Quickie Mart wouldn't sell it to them. So
I want to go protest the protesters.
Discrimination against some groups of people is okay. No way hypocritical. Agreed. They did what stores do.
Yeah.
Denise mentioned this yesterday. New Yorkers get the free grocery store today. But it is not what Mama Dama Rama Mama Dami, whatever the hell his name is, promised. It's a poly market, and it's a free grocery store. It's fully stocked. It's in Lower Manhattan. Isn't Lower Manhattan one of the richest places in the world? I'm asking. I thought that it was. So, okay. So, go ahead.
What do they stock the shelves with groceries, and people just come in and take what all they want and leave, or do they have a limit?
So, as I understand this, this is by basically a corporation, and they have gotten goods and services from local farmers, bakeries, whatever. Okay. They also have, brand names like it says here, Pringles, Sour Patch, Oreos. But basically, as I understand this, it is just they call a prediction market, and basically it's kind of like a big food bank, but this is only going to be open for 3 days, and it's only open for like 4 hours a day. So this is all basically the community and corporations are giving food and food products so that people can come in and get things. And there's going to be other corporations in other areas, I'm assuming of New York, that do this. But it's basically like the old farmers market, except corporate America has paid for it, not so Ron Mahama Mama Dami. So Denise says they'll be empty in about an hour.
Yeah.
And I don't know, Denise, you can tell me. I don't know if it's true or not, but I always thought that Manhattan was one of the most wealthy sections of New York City. So, I mean, I agreed that it's good to have these open as it is with like a food bank or whatever. And this is paid for by corporate, not tax. So it's really nice, but shouldn't it be in a different section? I mean, I don't know. You tell me. I don't know.
Well, and they gotta have some kind of a cap on it, because somebody can go in there with a grocery cart and just fill it with everything, and leave nothing for anybody else, because people are like that. But
there's also people that would be like coming in for their own market, to resell. So there's going to be some kind of rules, but yeah. So all right. So we've argued about this over the past couple of days, and they did it yesterday. They passed the Save America Act, and they've sent it to the Senate. So the Senate says it's DOA because they're working on their own thing, but that doesn't make the House happy. So the House, if they don't do anything with this, they're going to pass it again and attach it to legislation that will not allow them to strip it from it. And as I understand it, that's going to be things tied to like foreign aid, military projects, and they're going to tie it all to that. So they're jamming this down our throat. So this new bill means that you and I will have to get a new ID to go vote. Now, they've pushed the date back to 2027, which I think is good because you're not going to get this by midterm. There's no way. So, and so here's my question. So we've passed the Save American Act. It's not passed through the Senate yet. So it's not a law yet, but it's headed that way. They're trying to force this down our throat to make a federal photo ID mandate for every American citizen. Every citizen born in the United States is going to have a federal photo ID according to this legislation. So, and they're going to push this through, whether they do it through this legislation or they attach it to something else that they can't strip it from. Now, a lot of people are getting this confused, and I'm hearing these shows talking about how great this is. This is great. We need this to blah, 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 because they have not done the homework to read into this bill. This is not the real ID with the gold star on it. This is not that. This is a federal ID. This will be a unique and new ID card that's going to be made free for us by our loving government.
Hey, does that mean we can go to federal buildings and nobody can stop us because we have a federal ID? I can
make my own damn ID to get in there, but this is not. Everybody has got this confused with the Real ID Act. Now let's back up a little bit and talk about the Real ID Act. In 2005, after 9/11, you remember that our rights as American citizens started eroding after 9/11, 2001. It took until 2005 for them to come up with the Real ID Act, which was basically citizens, legal permanent residents, such as green card holders, were eligible for real IDs. Okay, are you with me so far? And they mandated by a certain time that states had to have their driver's licenses in check with this to make them a real ID. This was passed back then in 2005, 20 years ago, so that they could say they were making voting safer. That was 2005. Back up your VHS tapes and look at the stuff. But here's the deal. The Real ID could be for resident aliens, green card holders, people here as students. And from 2005 until now, they may no longer be legal, or this has gotten lax. And, well, let's just go over this real quick. So this is going to go through all kinds of legal. It's going to end up at the Supreme Court. I mean, this is going to be a big. Even if they pass it, I don't see that by 2027 it'll happen. Okay, so you go to the Department of Homeland Security. This is where we are right now, and it says the current status. And this is not up to date, by the way. This is how effective our government is. This is not up to date. So this is as of 2013, and we'll go down here. The real ID. Some states went ahead and said, okay, you have to be an American citizen to get the gold star, and became compliant. Now, remember, you could also be a resident here on a resident citizen from another country. You could be a student guest from another country. So these states, all these states here, Alabama, Arizona, Arkansas, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, DC, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Maryland, Mississippi, Nebraska, Nevada, New Mexico, Ohio, South Dakota, Tennessee, Utah, Vermont, West Virginia, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. Notice yours wasn't in there.
I noticed that.
They became compliant at the time of the act. Certain states, yours was one of them, was granted an extension, which went through 2017. They were granted an extension because they were saying that they couldn't get it because they either had 10-year IDs or they didn't have enough time or whatever. So a bunch of the other states were given that. And then they were given grace periods again. And then there's several states, there's more than what's listed here because it said this is not updated. Non-compliant states, Minnesota and Missouri, right off the top. They are just non-compliant. And they don't have a grace period. They don't have an extension. They're not under review. They are non-compliant. Now remember that. Let's take a look here. This comes to us from Reddit. This is what all the states' IDs look like. Some you see have little gold stars. Some have black stars. But they all have some type of star on them. This is so even states like yours, you get a gold star so that you can fly. This does not mean you're a U.S. citizen. You still with me?
Yeah.
You still with me here? All right. Because we come back to, we go over here. Some states opted to say, well, let's have it so they can have mobile driver's licenses. In other words, you don't even need a card. Georgia's one of those states. So you don't have to even have the card anymore. You can have a picture of it on your phone, which is the craziest thing. But okay, whatever. That's called a Real ID MLDS. Are you confused yet? So it's a separate ID from the card that you don't have to have. You can have on your phone. But some states are compliant, some are not. Okay.
I don't have any more card holders in my wallet. Thank you.
So we get over to doing a little homework. Why some states didn't comply. Some states, I named two of them, Maine, Massachusetts, Minnesota, they all started with them. Well, not all of them. South Dakota, Pennsylvania have become aggressively non-compliant, and that is therefore Oklahoma, Kentucky, and Minnesota, Washington State, Missouri, they all gave up. We're not getting any extensions. Neither was Montana. Some of them went as far as passing their own legislation saying that the Real ID Act of 2005, federal law, is non-compliant in our state, and they've refused to address it and meet the standards. Still with me? Now you got the gold star. You can still fly if you're one of those states, but that means you are not necessarily an American citizen.
Oh boy.
You still with me here?
Yep.
So, 2005, we had this really great idea to have an ID where we will know who's American citizens. We will know who we can have on the fly list, which is the gold star, who can travel, who can do commerce. And we have saved voting. We saved it.
Shit.
2025. Now they're coming back and saying, nah, we didn't really do it because the states didn't either listen to us, made their own rules, did their own thing. Hell, some of them are on their damn phones.
I do it. Wow.
And so now the federal government's coming back and going, okay, you bitches didn't listen 20 years ago. We got this right this time. So now we're going to write a law that says if you're going to go to a polling station, you're going to show a federal ID, period. And the only way around not getting one is, well, you don't vote. Makes sense?
Yeah, sure, why not? Nothing that is going on in this day and age.
So basically, they're rewriting the law to make it so the states that decided that they weren't going to comply and wrote their own laws and said you can have it on your phone if you want. We don't care. So yeah. So okay. So remember that shit show. Remember that shit show.
Between this story and the quiz, I got a headache. I agree.
Don't worry, Brenda. Don't worry, Brenda. It's going to get much worse here in a second.
Oh my God. Can it? Somebody take me out.
So remember, breaking news as we came on yesterday. They had shut down the El Paso airspace because of what the Department of War said was cartel drones. What the FAA said was we just didn't answer the phone. So yeah, go ahead, turn this shit off. To Homeland was like, what's going on? You did what? White House, they woke them up. Nobody even knew what was going on at the White House. So yesterday we had 3 different press releases from multiple agencies that none of them said the same damn thing. So the media, some reporters are better than others. Some actually do report news. Finally, first it was reported an F-22 was launched and fired a missile that took out a balloon, a party balloon. And then they come back and said, well, there was no actual party balloon. And then some of them said that it was a helicopter who went up and opened up and blew up the balloon. Then they backtracked on that. Yeah. So we have, was it aliens? Was it a party balloon? Was it cartel drones? Was it just some guy drunk at the wheel? So we got all these things going around. So first, we can confirm now that it was a party balloon. We can now confirm that.
Wait a minute. They shut down the whole entire fucking airport for a balloon.
10 days over a party balloon. We're not at the worst part yet, Brenda. We're not even at the worst part.
Okay.
So the Department of War and the FAA had been having an argument for several days over how they were going to test a super duper top secret weapon they didn't want anybody to know about, but they needed these skies clear. Check. You with me so far?
Yeah, I'm putting around in the chamber right now. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Hold my beer. It's still going to get better, Brenda. So the Department of War, now the Army, because there's an Army base there, wanted to test this weapon. And supposedly they wanted to put these weapons somehow at the border so that they could automatically shoot shit out of the sky, but they can't figure out how to do that without blowing planes up yet. So we haven't got the technology there yet. Hold my beer, Brenda. Story's going to get even better. So the party balloons were eliminated from the sky by a kinetic weapon. Do you know who pushed the button and who actually had the weapon, Brenda?
Who?
Border Patrol. They weren't supposed to have it. A Border Patrol at the border agent. They haven't thrown the person under the bus yet as to whom it was. Somehow got the top secret super duper military weapon that we weren't supposed to know existed. And discharged it while the Army was watching.
Who did he get it from?
The Army.
He got it from the Army.
Got it from the Army. Yep. The super duper top secret weapon that closed Texas airspace was fired by Customs and Border Protection while a military representative was there present.
Well, my ex is down there, and he's not the brightest bulb in the pack. He was probably the one that gave it to him. Who knows?
Customs and Border Patrol had borrowed the super duper top secret weapon from the Department of War.
Borrowed it.
And at some point, the FAA like, hey, what the fuck are you guys doing shooting shit out of the sky?
Oh my God.
They tried to call the top guy in charge. He didn't answer. So they called the backup guy in charge, and he's like, they're doing what? Fuck this shit. Close it all down. Didn't call the president. Didn't call the Pentagon. And this guy at Customs Border Patrol's like, hey, you ain't gonna believe this shit there, Bubba.
Watch this.
So I want you to remember, Brenda,
Oh my
that
God.
Customs and Border Patrol agent has a federal ID.
Now, let me ask you, was it actually Border Patrol that let the balloons go?
Well, now that we don't know. we haven't. We don't.
That's the answer.
I don't
That's
think
the
that there is
question right
enough
there.
left of the balloon to be identified from poor little Timmy's birthday party.
Oh my God. Quick, somebody go to the store, get a balloon. We're going to shoot at it.
Well, the Department of War had been saying for weeks, we want to test this weapon. And the FAA is like, well, you can't. We got planes in the air, and you guys can't promise us that you're not going to blow the planes out of the sky. And they're like, no, really, this is a really cool weapon. This is a really cool weapon. You should see how it works. So down at the motor pool, Tim talks to Bob and go, hey, what are you doing? I'm filling up the truck. He goes, hey, come over here and look at the back of my truck. You can believe this shit. See this thing here? You push this goddamn button, shit comes out of it and blows stuff right out of the sky. That Border Patrol says, we could use something like that.
Let me test it out.
He says, well, I got it on my library card for a week. You want it?
Yeah, right. My federal library card.
So
Oh my God.
the White House has hit the brakes
I am
on all of
moving
this.
to Russia. That's it. I'm done. I'm moving to Russia.
The White House has said no testing. You don't know what you did. And Homeland's like, we didn't even get a call.
Oh my God.
And Border Patrol's like, shit worked. It blew that goddamn Mylar balloon right out of the sky. So I go back to again. These are the people who are telling us we need a federal ID.
Damn rednecks.
Scary thing is, I think I would trust the soldier and the Border Patrol agent more than Congress.
I know, right? Here, hold my beer.
A couple guys out in the desert with a kinetic projectile weapon. What could possibly go wrong?
Not a damn thing. Especially with all the planes down and out of the way.
So now I understand why when they got to the number 2 guy at the FAA who said shut the shit down for 10 days, was a little bit of a, he basically took a bazooka for a fly swatter. But I kind of understand now why he's like, they're doing what? So,
oh my goodness.
So the Mylar balloon was eliminated within seconds, and then they opened all the air traffic back up a few hours later after determining who actually had the super duper top secret weapon that they weren't supposed to have.
They didn't want to wait and see if it ricocheted off the moon and didn't hit anything on the ground.
No. I'm guessing that they had to find Bob from the motor pool and go, what the fuck have you done with
Put
it?
it back.
Why are you and your buddy out at the goddamn desert shooting at balloons?
Screw this. I'm going to bury it in a hole and come back for it later. I'm taking this shit home. Oh, man.
Remind you that the Border Patrol agent and Bob the soldier with his library card that had this super duper weapon that probably wasn't supposed to have it, they hold federal IDs.
God.
So stay tuned.
They were
Stay
bored.
tuned. But tomorrow this shit show will get even better.
They were bored. They just needed something to do.
I mean, what could possibly go wrong with a laser designed to blow shit out of the sky? And you're out there just playing with it.
Look, so here's what went wrong. They delayed flights by 10 minutes, but they had a good time.
Yeah.
Blowing a balloon out of the sky.
the weapon they weren't even supposed to have.
Yeah.
I bet Homeland, when he got the phone call that goes, "Hey, you know who shot that?" And he's like, "Oh, why are you calling me for this?" It's
I'm
Bob.
the border guy.
There's
I'm
Bob
the border guy.
So
What a no letter on that's
now.
Gonna
Once
be fun.
Minnesota gets hold of this, okay, you're shooting people in the street. Now you got a fucking laser.
You know, when we first were talking about this, and you said something, I said, "Well, them boys out there at Fort Bliss aren't real smart."
Well, we proved that. They gave a top secret.
I was not wrong.
Yeah, they gave a top secret, super duper classified weapon to some soldier down to Border Patrol, and they were like. So I'm next waiting for tomorrow the story to come out with they have video of Bob from the Border Patrol buying balloons at Kroger's.
We don't have Kroger's down there.
Whatever it is, what is Safeway, Kroger's, Publix, whatever it is, Walmart. So
that's funny.
So, and if it was a kid's birthday party that the balloon got away from, and I can only imagine seeing the kid crying as the balloon's floating away, and then suddenly there's a loud hum followed by a blinding flash, and his balloon's gone, that he would somehow be happy.
Oh God!
It's my only hope out of all this. So, trust me with the government. So we're here to help you. So
yeah.
Exactly. These are the people who are telling us
Reagan is laughing in his grave right now. You know that, right? He is just.
You know, if this would happen under the Biden administration, we wouldn't be laughing about it. We'd be angry. But the problem is, we have come to accept stupidity from our government for so long that we're like, fuck it. What could possibly go wrong?
I'd have laughed at it even in the Biden administration because, you know, I mean, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. That guy's fired.
I have long contended that our next world war will probably be started by some 19, 20-year-old kid that is put in a position he shouldn't be and is afraid for his life. And, well, he has to... push the buttons.
I imagine it being like the Roadrunner and Coyote. I mean, shit at this point.
Well, hey, maybe Acme sold this to Customs and Border Patrol.
True.
I mean, remember, we now have shotguns that are tasers and lasers. So what else do we possibly have?
Oh, my God.
So, yeah, we're never going to know the 100% truth on this. There's going to be congressional hearings. There's going to be all kinds of things. We're never going to know the truth.
Look over here, not over there.
But it appears that the guy in the FAA that answered the phone that was being woke up that morning was like, "What? You're calling me for what? What? They're doing what?" So now maybe it wasn't such an exaggeration to shut it down for 10 days because, well, he wasn't really sure what the hell they were doing.
Or how many balloons they bought.
So, yeah, the El Paso mayor is raising hell because medical flights they didn't even allow medical flights. They grounded everything, ground stop everything. So there were medical flights. There was blood that was being transferred from facilities that had to go by ground. There was surgical equipment. It just screwed up a whole bunch of shit because some guy lent to a Border Patrol agent a super duper weapon. Yeah, I grew up by a military base. This doesn't surprise me at all. This really does not surprise me at all.
I live right by one, and every time we hear something, it sounds like the whole world is exploding. They're like, "Oh, we were just knocking down this building and forgot to tell people."
Remember, they could be loading their weapons to another agency to see what happened. They won't let me shoot it. I bet they'll let you push the button.
Here, you hold it. I'll push the button.
Yeah, so there you go. So now we kind of, sort of, possibly, maybe know what happened. but that's the most recent explanation that is coming in.
Here's my question. Are they going to sell that weapon in the store? I'd like to know.
I just want to know if that guy's going to have to be like moved to protective custody or something. You're not supposed to know about this weapon or what it does. Well, shit. Bob, let me shoot it. So, yeah. I can't imagine what would possibly go wrong with this. So, yeah. So there you go. That was from our breaking news yesterday, and like I said, now we almost know the answer. A top secret, super duper weapon that we're not supposed to know about was borrowed by another agency that wasn't supposed to have it. And some kid's party balloon paid the price. So.
Oh my God, I'm so ready for a nap. This day needs to be over. I'm done.
I mean, you think the news sometimes you're going to go over stats and figures, who died, this and that. Sometimes you just shake your head and go, "How the hell are we still alive?" We have weapons that could end the entire world. Jesus Christ, do not lend them to Customs and Border Patrol because those motherfuckers will pull the trigger.
We're going to kill China because if they get wind of this story, they're going to laugh themselves to death. Okay,
well, okay, let's think about this during the Biden administration. We couldn't shoot a China balloon down over our
it took somebody, a civilian, to go out there and shoot that damn thing down.
We had to wait for it to get over the damn East Coast, and a fighter pilot took it out. Not anymore. So here's my advice to my listeners in the United States. Do not let go of your balloon. It's liable to get shot down by a laser. So.
It's going to shut the airport down.
Oh, God. So our lovely elected officials, they're currently... Well, they were scheduled to. I'm sure they've done it by now. They were going to hold votes to see if they could get some type of stopgap or maybe resolution through. But the Democrats are rejecting it and saying that it's not going to go through. I haven't seen the most recent updates, but it appears that we're going to... The agency that fired the top secret super duper weapon is about to be defunded by the federal government.
Well, at least they had a good time.
Well, if I was a Senate, I'd be worrying, did we get that back? Before we say you can't have your money, did we get that back? If you still got it, you could have all the money. So.
I wonder how much you can get for that at a pawn shop.
You see it on eBay.
Right?
So they're still arguing. The White House has now said that they're willing to make some concessions because this will defund the Coast Guard, TSA, Secret Service, basically Homeland. So they're trying to make concessions, but the Democrats are dug in with their heels and saying that they're not going to fund it unless we get rid of Customs and Border Patrol, which, they might have a good excuse right now because they got top secret super duper weapons. So,
oh my God.
Can you imagine the day before we're going to be shut down? Tomorrow's they're going to be shut down. Friday at the end of business. Actually, no, today at the end of business day, they're going to be shut down if they don't get the money. Can you imagine being the guy in charge of Customs and Border Patrol and Homeland getting the call that, yeah, we lit you a weapon and you guys accidentally discharged it? When you're trying to make yourself sound so much better. So,
oh my God.
The Army lent it to Customs and Border Patrol because they wouldn't let them play with it. So there's no rule apparently about Customs and Border Patrol launching kinetic energies into the sky. But to be fair, it never left the oversight of the Army. So there you go. So the House and Senate are still arguing, and the White House is trying really hard to get a deal to fund them. But the good news is at the end of business day today, they're recessing early. They're not going to be, the House and Senate are not going, as of when we came on the air, not going to be in chambers Friday. And next week, they're gone for the whole week. So the good news, if by the end of business day today, they don't get this funded somehow, they're going to be gone for a whole week. So, yeah. This is our government, people. So, but there are some good things. The Trump administration said that they found 3,364 unaccompanied alien children who went missing from the previous administration in Minnesota. So in addition to taking bad people off the street, they found
stolen kids.
They found kids. So they're still doing good work, even though they're blowing shit up without asking permission. But they're still doing good work. They've made arguments. The Democrats have that the ICE is bad, but their tactics, except maybe for launching a laser, have been working. So
I honestly can tell you that if somebody handed me some kind of a brand new weapon I did not know, I'd want to shoot that bitch too.
I mean, I can't fault them. I can't, but it's just no.
But I would have aimed towards the desert and probably set up some tin cans or something.
They've never tested this top secret super duper weapon. So did they even know what it was going to be?
Probably not.
How do you know when you push the red button what's going to happen?
Hey, first time you buy a Beretta, how do you know when you pull the trigger what's going to happen?
Or drop a Glock. I agree.
Drop a Glock. That's right.
So Trump is now backpedaled and said maybe he was being a bit harsh on not inviting the Democrat governors to the White House to meet.
Just a little bit.
Now they're all going to have a big 3-day meeting at the Capitol, February 19th through 21st.
Oh, sure. Tell us where they're all going to be all at once.
Democrats, just don't tell the guy with that super duper top secret weapon.
See that dome? That's your target.
You're going to get people calling me. So yesterday during a speech where Trump was giving, by the way, he got a trophy yesterday.
Oh, good God! From the Olympics?
No, from the coal people. He got a coal trophy. Swear to God, not making it up. During his speech, he got tongue-tied and apparently did word salad. He was trying to say that President, I am the undisputed champion of coal by the Washington Coal Club. After they give him I think it was a coal trophy of him in the Rocky pose or some shit. I don't know what the hell it was, but he got a trophy. Somehow he got tongue-tied and he said, I'm proud to officially name the undisputed. So what are you doing, Tom? So Mr. Speaker came to his rescue, who was standing behind him. So now they're questioning if Trump is cognitively there because he.
Well, now wait a minute.
He had a moment of gibberish when he was being handed the undisputed champion of coal trophy from the Washington Coal Club.
Now, Glenn, you do that at least 15 times a day.
I am not in charge of super duper top secret weapons. So.
Yeah, then if you meet the right person, you get to borrow one.
Hey, exactly. All right. Tim Burchett, love you. I'll just bypass this story. I'll bypass this story too. A tourist mom was found dead in a Dollar Tree store, drunk, and well, they're trying to sue to get her repatriated back to her country, and they want $50 million from Dollar Tree. So go look at that on your own. This headline, no, they're probably going to get it. It was in Miami. A drunk woman walks into a Dollar Tree freezer and goes to sleep there and dies overnight. And they want $50 million. Family wants $50 million. Whatever.
I'm pretty sure they didn't tell her to walk in there. Let me just open the door for you.
So, All right. So who is Kayleigh Bush? Do you recognize that name?
Kayleigh Bush. She's
Kayleigh
one
Bush.
of the Bush's grandkids.
Well, no. Well, I mean, she may be, but she was Miss North Florida. She was crowned in 2024. And they have Miss America has stripped her of her title. Do you know why they stripped her of her title, Brenda?
She was the border agent that got hold of the weapon.
No, they'd give it to her in that case. They wanted her to sign the next contract to compete in the next whatever pageant. And in the contract, it says, and I'll find it down here because I like to fact check things. Let's see. This is what it says. The applicant must maintain her eligibility. So she's got to have a birth certificate, a passport. She must be 18 years of age. She's got to meet all the other rules, blah, 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 blah. And then we get into must be a female. Well, for a female beauty pageant, that seems about right.
Okay.
A born female are an individual who has fully completed sex reassignment surgery via vaginoplasty from male to female with supporting medical documentation and records supporting medical documentations must be in the form of a certification signed by the surgeon who performed the surgery and notarized along with a copy of the board certification and current medical license. No alternative gender affirming surgery will suffice as acceptable in place of vaginoplasty. So she would not sign the contract because she says that she doesn't agree to compete against females who may not be female. In other words, they're made female by surgeons. Yeah. So she didn't want to compete with them, and they said, well, we're taking your title back, bitch. So they have stripped her of her title and kicked her out of the Miss America program because she wouldn't sign the contract.
See some kind of lawsuit coming somewhere.
Well, of course, but... So, what kind of tomfoolery is that? You mean I have to compete against women that aren't women who have been cosmetically made women?
Well, and see, look at all the things they asked for. I would just say, you know what? I don't know where all that is here, and just take all my clothes off and say, do I look like a woman?
Well, but you could have a JJ apparently, and I don't know. But apparently you can. So, and she didn't want to compete against non-born women, natural born women. She didn't want to compete against men. So,
boy, today has made my head hurt so bad.
It makes me wish it was Friday.
It's not. What?
No, it's not. All right, we're going to get out of here. I didn't get to cover Penisgate, and I'm really upset about that. And I used the word vagina.
You didn't.
Currently, the United States is in third place with 14 medals, 4 gold, 7 silver, 3 bronze. A couple of them were broke. So they may be quarters or halves. We're not sure. Norway is currently in the lead with 14 total. And Italy is following. That can't be right. No, that can't be right. Italy has 17, so they haven't changed this. So we're tied with Norway for 14. So there you go.
So there you go. That.
We've made it through the end of the day. We will be back tomorrow at 2:00. Maybe Brenda will have more information about Penisgate for us. Everybody have a great day. With that, Brenda, we're out of here. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. We'll discuss vagina, penises, and kinetic energy weapons that blow shit out of the sky. So there you go. Everybody have a great day, great night, great whatever the hell it is. Somebody offers you a laser, message me. I want to know all about it.
Gazette, it's the chaos we sing. Sportcat's Gazette, don't bunker tonight. We're riding the headlines with laughter and light. No of the day. Hey. NASA aborts, politics explode.